Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Life After Lockup, Love After Lockup, season whatever, episode whatever. I'm here. I watched both episodes. I love a 40-minute show, okay? I love a 40-minute show. It's crazy that now that it's not Michael, Megan, and Sarah, it's just Michael and Sarah. And this was the worst outcome. I'm not saying that Michael and Megan would have been better. But this, I don't care. I don't care. Actually, let's start talking about Sarah. Michael called Sarah, and he was in the bathroom. We heard Maria talking about, babe, what's going on? He like, I'm taking a shower. Sir, you're on speakerphone. You're on speakerphone. If I can't hear you through the door, like, okay, anyway. So, Michael says he hasn't seen Michael says he hasn't seen his kids since, you know, that whole little argument that happened. Sarah says that he hasn't signed the divorce papers. He says that he wants to, like, know about Rain's party. The youngest child is turning 1. And he wanted to know stuff about her party. And Sarah was like, no, you can't know stuff about her party because you didn't ask. Something she said. I don't know what she said. She said something. And he was like, well, I want to take the kids and do something with them. And she was like, no. And I definitely don't want Maria to be around the kids. Like, okay. But what really, like, I don't know, like, what level of corona are they at? Because she was like, you know, a whole bunch of people are coming to the party. And I was like, what? She said, you know, I got a magician. I'm getting it catered. Like, girl, why for a 1-year-old's birthday party? Are they even gonna remember this? Probably not. I'm gonna just put Michael and Sarah together because who really cares? So we see Sarah. She FaceTimes her children. She is going to be going on a little date with her boyfriend. She's been dating Malcolm for 2, 3, 4 months. I really don't know. She said that she hadn't talked to Michael after they had sex with one another the last time, you know, he was there. And she thought that she was pregnant, but she wasn't pregnant. But that was like her wake-up call that every time you deal with this man, you be getting pregnant. So she was like, I'm not going to get pregnant. She goes out with her boyfriend. They talking. She's like, I want you to, you know, come to the party. He's like, is it too soon? She's like, no. He's like, okay, sure. Then she's like, I asked Michael to come. And he's like, so what's going to happen? He going to try to fight me. And she says, possibly. And she says, are you scared? I ain't got nothing to say. Look, I ain't got nothing to say. I was going to say a lot. I was going to have like a long list of things to say, but I'm not going to say it. So anyway, my shirt says babe because I am one. Anyway, so she thinks that it's best if Malcolm, I guess she know both of them. She thinks it's best if Michael and Malcolm meet before the party, so then he won't try to fight him at the party. I'm not really sure. We see Sarah. This is episode 2. She goes to meet with her friend Emmy. They out, you know, working out, doing this, reiterating everything that happened in episode 1. Emmy obviously is very happy that she is not with Michael because, you know, she can't stand Michael. So we see Michael. He goes to see his mother. Her hair, finally. Sorry. Anyway, Michael says that now he knows that Maria is not the one. You know, she was taking his license, passport, and, you know, he kept feeling like he was going to end up back in jail, and she didn't care if he went to jail or if she went to jail. And he was like, I'm not really trying to go back to jail. So as he's talking to his mother, Sarah calls, and his mother's like, you going to answer the phone? And he's like, no. You know, I called Sarah to ask her some stuff about the party and, you know, ask if I could take the kids, and she didn't want to talk to me, so I don't feel like I owe her no explanation. Whatever. Boom, boom. Moving on. Angela, what the fuck? We see Angela. I'm very confused because there are cameras there and nobody has on masks. So I'm guessing it's not, I don't know what's going on. Angela says she's been lonely since Tony left. Faye comes over to bring her some groceries. She's like, I don't know, maybe I should get a pen pal. Faye is like, girl, talk to yourself. What the hell is going on? What? She has her ring in the bottom of the toilet so she can pee on it. I guess it's attached to a string. But that don't really make no sense because, like, how do it be flushed and it don't go down the toilet? She says to Faye sometimes she wants to pick up the phone and call Tony. And Faye is like, nah, bro. I'm glad that Corona is here so that man can stay away, okay? So Angela talking about she needs to be intimate, and Faye is like, girl, you need therapy. That's what you need. You don't need to be intimate. She ain't say that, but she needed to have said that. So we see Tony. Tony loves to wear his inmate orange, don't he? He had it on in his picture, and he had it on when he came over to see Angela. You just love that inmate orange. You just love that inmate orange, don't you? So Tony comes over with 2 packs of cigarettes. Now see, Michael and Angela. Michael can get Angela back with a cake. But Tony and Angela, Tony's going to try to get Angela back with 2 packs of cigarettes. You see, very different. Very different. Tony says life has been so miserable. Angela hasn't talked to him in 4 months. And every time you listen to Tony, you understand that he just needs a pot to piss in. And Angela provides that pot. Or, you know, that ring. I don't know. So he is like, bro, if I could just talk to her, if I could just like see her, then I know that like I could say what I needed to say to get her to forgive me to come back. So she is in the shed. She comes out. She sees him. She's like, excuse me. I don't know. It was just giving me a little bit, to be quite honest. It was giving me a little manufactured TV drama. The way he was talking. He was like, I brought you a peace offering. And I'm like, bro, it's kind of getting on my damn nerves, okay? So in episode 2, they sit down. He says that things have changed. He says in this entire 4 months, he's been a good man. He hasn't went out and seen prostitutes. You know, being away from her has been the worst punishment ever. He says he has his head on straight and now he wants to work things out with her. He says that he needs her to tell him what's wrong with him and, you know, play that role that she's always played. And she was like, I'm not trying to be your therapist. And he was like, but do it. And then she started to do it. Then she told him that she hadn't even filed the marriage license, so they not even, you know, like officially married. And he was like, well, we're officially married in my eyes, so I'm gonna do what I can to get you back, whatever. So then we find out that Angela this entire time has been talking to Ross. So weird to me because Ross was also an inmate, but she talks about Ross like he had his head on straight. He gave me encouragement. We had a spiritual connection, an emotional connection. Where the hell did Tony come from? She said her and Ross had a little disagreement, and then that's when she started searching for Tony or searching for someone else to talk to. But then after that, she was still talking to Ross while her and Tony was married. She was still talking to Ross when her and Tony got out. Well, when Tony got out, like Ross got out a few months after Tony. I'm really trying to figure out, why didn't you just say, girl, fuck it, and go to Ross? It makes no sense. She sent him a Facebook message saying, hey, what's up? You know, I just can't stop thinking about you. Let's meet up. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Okay, we see Britney. Britney is only 29 years old. And an even, but she's only 29, and it seemed like she said, she's been pregnant literally since she's been out of prison. But she's only 29 years old. I could see that. I could see Britney being 29 years old. When they said Lacey was only 30, I said it's a lie. Where? when you're, no, no, no. So Britney is about to have her child. Her child is about to come on her mother's birthday. I really don't like the way that they plopped that baby up on her like that. I know it's a miracle of life. Yeah, save it. I don't, the baby, after the 2 hours though, the baby, like, I guess they wiped the baby. I don't know what they did. But the baby was starting to look human. Because that baby was looking like an alien. Anyway, she has the baby. They are, you know, getting their lawn done. He spent like $25,000. She's not upset about the money. She's upset that she thought that they were only going to spend $10,000. And he took out a home equity loan. And she like, what the fuck? She wants to move. He's like, we can just stay here for a minute. She says that a lot of this quarantine is like her losing her freedom again. So she calls her mother over to take care of the children while her and Marcelino just walk around with no one, you know, there. I mean, camera crew, but very few people there. And I guess they just like, I don't know what they did. Anyway, they get back. And her sister is there. And she's like, yo, what's up? Where's the lady I left in charge of our children? Oh, mom just, you know, ditched me. And she took my debit card because my debit card was like, girl, you got it below 50. When I could have sworn I had above 50. And so Britney is like, come on, let's go. So her and her sister is going around trying to search for her mother. Her mother wasn't going to virtual AA meetings. And Britney is like, bro, this don't just seem like alcoholic. Like, this seems more than just like what an alcoholic would do. I'm saying, I don't want, I regardless of what happens with her mother, I don't want Britney to, like, Britney is doing fine. And I know that sounds kind of bad, but Britney is doing fine. And if you can't pull nobody up and then pull yourself down, you can't do it. Anyway, moving on. We see, who is the last people? Oh my gosh, Lacey. Shane, why in the hell did you go see Lacey? This don't scream that she only wants you for a storyline. They said that they didn't talk until the last time they stopped filming, you know. When she threw him out and she was like, yo, get. He been staying at a hotel. Shane looks horrible in his confessional. I'm sorry. This and that, I don't like it. I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry. I don't have to have sex with him. But I just thought I'd put my opinion out there. So, Lacey goes and Lacey is like, hey. And is that how she always talked? Or is something different? Because it seems like it's more. It's more. Like, why? Like, did she always talk like that? Or is something like going on? Like, seriously. Because I was like, oh my gosh, that's how she always sounds. Anyway, she goes to meet Shane. Shane's like, what's up? She like, I want to be with you. He's like, where's John? Chaun's back in jail. John is back in jail because Lacey called the cops on him. He shouldn't have went over there. They shouldn't have gotten into it. But Lacey called the cops on him. So he feels, you know, set up and betrayed. He should. And she's on the outside kissing Shane in the mouth. Talking about, I love you. I'm your one. Oh. Anyway, girl. So, well, whatever. They back together. Shane been doing what he needs to do as far as his, like, you know, law history. His criminal history, I should say. She calls her friend and she tells her friend, Shane and I are, like, doing IVF because we might have a baby. Her friend is like, girl, do you want to have a baby? She's like, I mean, kinda. But, like, Shane has never had a child, so... Yeah, so she says that, you know, Shane is a good father, but also her ex was a good father for the first child and then wasn't for the second two. So I'm glad that she's making a great decision for herself. Anyway, I think the only people that I have to talk about, Andrea and Lamar. Andrea and Lamar. They're in LA. Apparently, they living in a small ass house because the two older kids have to share a room. Andrea's getting on my motherfucking nerves talking about this is the ghetto. First of all, ma'am, what kind of mouth do she have? I thought she was a Mormon. She said, I'm sick of this shit. I ain't trying to be out in this beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, girl. All them expletives. What's really good? Anyway, she feels as though she's failed her children because they're in the ghetto. So she goes out to the car. Her daughter comes out. And of course, her daughter has to raise her yet again. Her daughter's like, why are you focusing on the negative? You know, you need to see the positive. And she was like, wow, when did you learn that? That's because I raised you, right? Ma'am, if you raised her, then why ain't you taking your own advice? Excuse me? So Tennyson and Lamar in the house building the closet organizer. He has been interested in making beats. So, homeboy Lamar says that he's going to take him to his brother's house to make the beats, the one who got shot. So did anybody hear, what is it, Baby Nook Albert featuring Priscilla LaBelle, Too Much Swag? What? Like, nobody heard that? I went on Reddit, nobody is saying anything about it. Life after lockup at our pop-up. Ain't nobody hear that? Ain't nobody hear Priscilla? Ain't nobody hear Priscilla rapping? So nobody heard it. Okay. Well, I heard it. They are at Priscilla's dance lesson. Lamar and Andrea. Andrea wants Priscilla to be baptized and become Mormon. Usually are baptized at 8. Lamar's like, nah, I want her to explore religion for herself and come up with her own, life. And then Andrea says, well, not to him, but in order for me to stay in this relationship, she's gonna have to be baptized. Girl, well, you shouldn't have had that baby with him then. Maybe you should have thought about that before you was getting it on in the prison closet. So then, oh, this smells so good. So then, Tennyson and Lamar go to his brother's house. His brother starts to smoke and then offers Tennyson some weed. Lamar is like, nah, cut that out. You like, he shouldn't even done that, knowing who his mother is. So Tennyson goes home and tells Nyla, and Nyla is like, bro, you need to tell Andrea. Why? Because manufactured TV drama. Because there is no way I would tell my mother, considering that literally everything. And Andrea said something. She said, I don't trust my children I don't have faith in my children enough to think that they would, like, turn down temptations. And it's like, damn, that's kind of deep. You don't think that your children, so somebody say, come on, let's do this motherfucking crack, man, and your children is gonna be like, hell yeah, that's how you feel? That's pretty deep, bro. Pretty deep. You the one who raised them, and you ain't got no faith in them, and you raised them. What does that say about you? What does that say about you? Huh? You, as a mother. What does it say? Anyway, I'm done. I'm going to get off of here. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or visit my website. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs if you like what you see. I forgot what I did. Come on along. I want to release my jewelry line. I don't know. I'm going to be previewing some pieces. Probably the next, not the next review that I put out. Probably the next review that I put out. So if you all are interested in seeing those pieces, let me know. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.